Hi, this is Geneviève from GenevièveMarie.com, and in today's video, we're going to cover how to configure your OptimizePress dashboard. Now, on this current site, I've installed OptimizePress as a theme, but if you've gone ahead and installed yours as a plugin, don't worry, it's exactly the same thing. Everything is the same. So, the first thing you want to do before you do anything else is make sure that when you installed your WordPress, that you went ahead and changed the name of your site. By default, it says this is my WordPress site or my WordPress blog. To do that, you go into Settings, General, and you would set it here. Okay? And that's important because this is what is going to display in your footer. So change it now and make sure you save changes. I've actually gone ahead and done nothing to this page except for this. I've not changed my time zone or anything else, but that's okay for the sake of this video. That's not important. What's important is that we go to OptimizePress Dashboard. Now, your OptimizePress dashboard comprises of 4 different sections. Today, we're going to focus mainly on the global settings and the email marketing services. Analytics and tracking, basically, it's just code that you're going to add here. But that's not going to be covered in this video. And social integration, that's if you have a Facebook app ID, you would come and place it here. Now, I don't have a video that takes you through the steps of setting up a Facebook app ID, because if you go to the Facebook, if you go to Facebook itself, there's a step-by-step sort of explanation on how to do that. So you can go ahead and find that over there. You will need this though if you intend to have Facebook comments and stuff on your site. You'll want to get that. So let's get going with global settings. Now, the one thing you need to keep in mind with global settings is that whatever you do here, it will affect every page on your site, right? Hence the word global. So you need to keep that in mind depending on what kind of site you're building. You might not necessarily want your logo or your header to appear on every page. But let's just assume, for the sake of this video, that you want your logo to appear on every page that you build. You need to open this up by clicking on it, and you will go and upload a logo. Now, they give you a recommended size for your logo. It's okay if it's not exactly that size, but you can't put one that's huge without going and changing the custom CSS coding to allow it to fit, okay? So you just click Select File. Now, if you don't have it uploaded in your media library, you will need to go get it from your computer by just selecting the file here, and then you go retrieve it from wherever it's saved in your computer. I'm going to go ahead and use the default files that OptimizePress has uploaded to my media folder when I installed the theme. And you will have these too. So I'm looking for a logo. So here's a sample logo. You click on Show, and you see part of it. You can click on Edit Image to go and edit things to it, but let's just leave it alone for the sake of this demonstration. You can choose to have it as a thumbnail or as full size. Let's choose full size, insert into post, and there you have it. If you wanted a banner instead of a logo, it would be the exact same thing. You would go here and choose your banner and show and insert into post. So we're going to leave our logo for the time being. If you did not want your logo or a banner image, but you wanted to use a repeating header, you would select File here, and you would exactly the same steps, go and find your header and say Insert into Post, and it would appear here. Now, you could also use just a background color. It's up to you, but whatever you choose to do here, keep in mind that it will appear on every page that you build. The beauty of this is that you don't have to go set it up individually on each page. The con of this is that if you're creating a sales page in future and you don't necessarily want your sales page to have that banner or that logo because you want to give it a different look, then it will put it there, okay? But there are ways to get it removed. Not in this video, it's not going to be covered here, but I will I will be doing a demonstration of that in my page builder video. So let's move on. After we've set up our logo, if you have a favicon image that you want to set up, this is where you would do it. And it's exactly the same process as putting your logo or your banner in. You select the file either from your computer or from your media, you insert into post, and it will appear here. Now, remember what I talked about before, the name of your site? This is where it appears by default, in your footer. So because I went ahead and changed it, I have the proper name here. If the proper name doesn't appear, or you want it to say something completely different, then you go ahead and you make the changes here. If you have any disclaimers, you add them here as well, okay? If you'd like to have a navigation at the bottom of your page, you would choose it here. You can change the default font of the menu. You can change the style of the font, the size, all that stuff. It all happens here. Now, once you're done with these, just click on them again on the title and they will close up. I like to turn on my SEO options. It's just something I do by default, and I always have my live editor turned on as well. This is what enables you to have these automatic saves. And I think that when you're new to OptimizePress and you're doing a lot of like back and forth to go see what you've done to your site and stuff, it's really good to have the autosave option on. It will prevent you losing anything, any work done. You get to restore from old versions if you forget to save, right? So this is an autosave. Promotion settings. If you decide to become an affiliate of OptimizePress, this is where you would put your affiliate link. If you leave it blank, it will not say powered by OptimizePress. So you decide to do what you want to do. You can turn it on or you can turn it off. Now, if you want to apply some custom CSS coding to your site globally, this is where you would do it. Again, you have the option of doing this on each individual page. I will not be demonstrating that in this video, but if you wanted to apply some style changes or anything like that that require code globally to your site, this is where the magic happens. If you know that you want to apply a specific font type to your site and you want it to be global, so you want every site title to be in one specific font, your tagline in another, maybe your H1 heading in something else, this is where you could do it, where it would be applicable to the whole site. And this is a huge time saver for you because it means that you're not going to have to go and style every page. And people often, I find, get worried about making these little decisions here, and they're afraid that, oh, what happens if I don't like it? Well, it's easy to come and change it. It's very easy to come and change it. But let me tell you, if you have to do this on every page and tweak every page to make sure that every H1 header, matches every H1 header on every page, you'll be glad that you've done it here. So it's pretty cool. You just click on the box and you can choose from a variety of fonts offered to you by OptimizePress. You can choose the size. You can choose the style, so whether you want it to be normal, thin, bold, italic, bold and italic, you choose it here. You can change the color here, either by spinning the wheel and choosing the color that suits you, or if you know your hex code, you would enter it here. It's a lot easier to work with hex codes than to just guess. And then, if you want to have an underline or a line through or things like that, this is where you choose it. So I've not decided on how I want my e-course site to look yet, so I'm not going to touch this right now for the sake of this video, but I wanted to bring your attention to this section because it is one that will save you a lot of time. And in this section is where you would also choose your link colors, your hover colors, and all that stuff, okay? So keep that in mind under typography. Now, if you really want to use, OptimizePress, you need absolutely to have your API entered here. So in video number 1, where I walked you through an installation of OptimizePress, I showed you where to go retrieve your API key. Maybe you've not seen this video. So in order to get this key, you need to log in to your Optimize member. And this is where you do it, by entering your email and your password. These are These are this login info you should have received when you purchased OptimizePress. Once you're in Members Home, you will be taken to this page here. You want to go to Licensing, and once you're there, you scroll down and you will have your registered API keys right here. So you copy to clipboard, you come back to your dashboard, and you enter it here. Okay, so this is basically what is the most important to set up when you're getting ready to use OptimizePress. The rest, you can go and have a look. It's nothing that you need to worry about right now. You can obviously go and choose, here's a list of all your content templates that give you an idea of what they look like prior to using any of them. When you build your pages in Page Builder, you will have a chance to view all of these and to choose them. This is just something that you leave alone unless you want to reset to the basic content template. One thing that I recommend doing is the compatibility check. If there's a problem anywhere in your setup, or if there's a problem with another plugin, or if you haven't set up something in WordPress properly, you'll get a red box. Oftentimes when you haven't done anything, this box here will be red because you need to make sure that your permalink structure is that you've chosen the right one. So I'll take you there in a second. When it's blue, it's a recommendation, so you don't have to worry about it too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and save my settings, and I'll return to my WordPress dashboard after I'm done, just to show you which structure to choose. So I'm going to save my settings, and now I'm going to go to email marketing services. Now, most of you will probably be using Aweber or MailChimp, Infusionsoft, or Entreport. I personally use MailChimp, so I'm going to walk you through the installation or the integration with MailChimp. This is part 1. Part 2 takes place in OptimizeMember, but you can't do part 2 in OptimizeMember if you haven't done part 1 here. So pay close attention. It takes 3 seconds. MailChimp, you need to put in your API key. Now, I'm going to show you how to get that from MailChimp. Once you log into MailChimp, you want to go to your account page. You want to go to Extras, API keys. Now, I've already got a few here, but if you want to create one, you just click Create, and you will have one that will appear up here. I just copy, go back to my dashboard, enter, and there you have it. It is all set up. I save my settings, and there you go. So your OptimizePress dashboard is now ready for you to start building your pages. But before we build our pages, the one thing we want to do is we want to go to Settings, and we want to go to Permalinks, and we want to choose Post Name. Make sure you choose Post Name and say Save Changes. Now, before you start building, there's one thing that you need to consider doing is your blog setup. Whether or not you choose to use the blog setup, you need to go through the steps to be able to turn it off, okay? So I've gone ahead and gone through the steps. I've actually done nothing. I've just basically said continue, continue, and continue to step 5. It takes you to blog settings, and right here where it says your blog is currently turned on, I want to turn it off because I will not be using the blog at all. Save my settings, and there you have it. So as it is now, I am ready to start building my pages in Page Builder. You can build your pages even though you have not configured OptimizeMember yet. But if you're trying to build opt-in pages where you will have your email opt-in, you will not be able to choose your proper list yet until you go ahead and you configure this in OptimizeMember, so keep that in mind. But for now, you're ready to go, ready to start building your pages using Page Builder, and if you need help for that, keep an eye out for my next video where I will be covering everything you need to know about configuring your OptimizeMember and also using Page Builder to build your OptimizePress pages. Thank you for watching.